Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. I'm just having a bit of an early morning ride on Tyree here. Just going to race him up to the top of the cliffs up here, and then we're going to come back down again. And then we're going to carry on with some more of the tasks for the day. There's a little bit of straw that could possibly be put in for the horses, but I don't think we need to worry about it. Probably the only thing that we really need to do at the moment is clear the wool away from the sheep and perhaps tidy up their pen. But again, it's not particularly pressing. So I was thinking, well, actually, we did our little contracting job and we made a bit of money out of it, but I'd like to make some more money. And we do have some more trees to sell, but, you know, some more trees to cut down ready for doing that great big terraforming job that we're going to want to do. Or landscaping, it's landscaping. You know, terraforming is for science fiction, right? Terraforming is when you go to a science fiction type thing and you alter the whole landscape. Whereas here in real life simulation, we don't do terraforming. We do landscaping. So yeah, we do want to do a bit of landscaping. But first of all, I wanted to just take a mosey on in here and have a look. Yeah, I'm not allowed to mosey on in here and have a look. You stop there a minute. Leave our horse. Our trusty steed. I can't open that. There's a lot of work being done on this property. We can't go in it. Apparently we're not allowed in it. But yeah, there's a lot of work being done here. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. It looks like the wall was getting quite old and crumbly. I mean, you look at that right there. There is some serious damage been done to it. So it looks like they've knocked it down. Knocked down a full section there. And one of the pillars as well. There'll be a pillar under there. And then they're going to be rebuilding it. So they're working on that. Plus, they've got some stuff on the roof over here. Let's go and take a look at this. Ooh. Okay. So they're ripping up the roof here, and they're busy replacing a whole load of it. Job that I've actually done, by the way. It's definitely not the most exciting of jobs. I don't mind doing tiling. The tiling bit is alright. It's the bit underneath that is usually the more time-consuming and dull bit for me. The tiling, I quite enjoy the challenge of the tiling. Although it's not something I'd want to do every day. We've got a pond or two in here. We can even go swimming. It's a little bit overgrown, the gardens here. They have been let to grow a little bit. I mean, some of it is obviously planned. They've planned out some of these plants and that here, but I don't imagine that all of this is planned planting. Some of this is definitely just the garden has gone a little bit too far and has been left to just grow. Which you wouldn't necessarily want. We've got a dolphin fountain right here, which is not something you actually expect to see right in the middle of Farming Simulator, it's got to be said, but I quite like the look of this dolphin fountain right here. Right, there's our little sightseeing tour, all done and dusted, so let's wander back over here and go and collect our horse, and then we can go and run back home again. Here we go. Right, Tyree, let's go. Let's go. We're going to run you straight back down home. We're not going to worry about going anywhere else. We're also going to test you. We're going to test your limits as a horse. Oh, that was brilliant. He actually did it. He went right off the cliff, right off the end there. That was fantastic. It doesn't seem any worse for wear, it's got to be said. He doesn't seem any worse for wear at all. He seems quite happy. Let's just give him a bit of a brush down. There he is. He's quite happy. 49% daily riding. He's worth 22,000 if we were to sell him right now. We're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep working until he's all the way up to maximum. So let's not worry about the straw and the stuff. One thing I did want to do, though, was I wanted to... You know what? Actually, let's go and put this one away. And we get the front loader on. Just so that we can quickly clean up the chicken. Well, we'll clean up the chickens and the sheep. We'll tidy it all up. Because, you know, we ought to do it. We ought to keep things reasonably tidy, at least. So we'll bring you back over to there, and we'll lower you down and unhitch you. And then we can zip over here and grab the grab. We don't actually need the log grab at the moment. What we're after... You know, I should probably change the wheels. I'm not going to change the wheels, though, because I think there is still some fertilizing that we need to do. Isn't there? Let me have a look. How are we doing for fertilizer? I can't remember. Growth is fine. Fertilizer there. We just need fertilizer on that one field there. We can't put it on at the moment because of the growth that needs to go on a stage. But yeah. And we're also going to need lime. We are going to have to lime all of our fields fairly soon. We ought to consider doing that in like the next episode or two. I'm thinking we might consider doing it in the next episode or two. I'm actually thinking maybe it'd be better to wait until after the harvest. We'll harvest both lots, both fields, and when we've harvested both fields, then we will come back and we can do the harvesting all the way around. The harvesting the lime. We can do lime all the way around. As we're here and we've got the front loader, we'll hitch this one on, and we will also do some of this. Let's get you up there, and how did we work you? I'll just start overloading. There we go. There we go. Working in all its glory now. Okay, this thing's actually pretty cool. That does look very cool, that does. Throwing that in there. We've still got 2,000 litres, but the straw will now be completely full. If you have a look over here, horse paddock. Straw is now full. 1,600 litres in there. We could do maybe a bit of hay. I'm not going to worry about hay. I don't think it's actually that important. We don't need to worry about it right now. So let's just drop you down to there. And, yep, I just want to unhitch that one straight like that. Then we want to go up to the top, and we want to get that bucket on up there and deal with that. We've got a load of eggs down there. I'm going to leave I'm not going to worry about the eggs at all. I'm not going to do anything to them. I had a serious lag spike just then. I'm not really sure what that was all about. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it was nothing. Let's bring you down this way and get the bucket on. So I've got 146 litres of grass in this bucket. Again, which... See, the sheep are still full of grass and hay. I can't actually get rid of the grass and hay that is in front of this paddock. And this is starting to annoy me a little bit because we've got all of this grass here and I can't do anything with it. About the only thing that I can think of doing is taking all of this grass up to the sale point and selling it up there. I'm not going to, but, you know, it's something that I'm considering. And I'm thinking that maybe that's what we need to do. Let's unhitch that bucket there then. We'll leave that one. I'm not going to worry about the... I'm also not going to worry about the chicken feed, so I may as well just leave this one here. There's nothing else that we want it for from it. Well, actually, there might be. But what we need to do is... Yeah, let's take this one with us. That bale can stay there in the field. It's fine. It's not going to hurt anything, I don't think. We'll come on round this way. See, we've even managed to landscape this out so that we can drive around the whole thing smoothly. I love this. I genuinely love that we can do this. Okay, we bring you over to here, and we want to go and we want to check for some new jobs. Now, you obviously... We can look in our PDA. We carry a PDA around with us. It's on our phone. It's basically linked to our phone. So we can look on our phone and we can check things whenever we want. But... You know, occasionally it's nice just to sit down at the PC and do a bit of work. Now, this house really does leave a lot to be desired, doesn't it? This house really does. I mean, look. We've got a Hoover. We've got a great big TV and a hi-fi system, but... Honestly, that water drinker does not scream home from home, does it? This whole kitchen is an absolute pigsty. This is not a family home, is it? The one in Felsbrunn is a lot better. I do like the one in Felsbrunn. This, I mean, yes, I can appreciate that we are living close to the beach. You know, and all that. And, well, that's not the beach. Where is that? That's Bjornholm, isn't it? No. No, I think that might actually be Goldcrest Valley. I think. What else have we got? We've got an old tractor at work over here. Got any more photos around? Don't see very many. That's the same picture there. Oh, no, that's Goldcrest Valley again. I think it's Goldcrest Valley. Is that Goldcrest Valley? I think so. You know, I don't know. But anyway, no, it would appear that we don't have a PC in here, so let's just sit down on the sofa a minute and, yeah. Okay, we're squatting on the sofa. Contracts. We want to have a look at contracts. Right. Harvest the barley in field 23 and take the product to the central grain elevator. Now, it's actually offering us the same combine that we already own. Field 23, you do have to look up which ones they are. So, once there, the central grain elevator is port grain elevator. Well, it's all the way up there. Good gravy. Okay, it's a fair trek, but I reckon we'll get most of it into one trailer. We've got one trailer. What's that? Oh, that's just my middle mouse thing. Yeah, right. Field 23. Field 23 appears to be a good option. We go to there. So we could do that as a small job, 1,000 euros, $1,000. No, I'm going to leave it on euros because otherwise I'll end up getting this wrong. And this one here, kill the weeds in field 2 by spraying it with herbicide. I've got some herbicide. Field 2, where's field 2? Field 2 is all the way up there. I'm going to do that job, actually. I'm going to do that job. 4,000, this one here, harvesting. Field 8, $28,000 for that one. Field 8 is a big field, mind. It's a very big field. Still, seriously, 28,000. That's not bad at all, that is. That's not bad at all. Don't mind a bit of that. I wouldn't mind a slice of that pie, but no, I think we will go with the spraying job first, because I haven't done this. I've done a bit of our own spraying, but I certainly haven't done any contracting. So we'll accept the contract. There, back out of there, and we don't have any herbicide. But fortunately, we have a tractor here that will take the herbicides, and it's ready to roll. This tractor is actually ready to roll. It's got the narrow wheels on and everything. So we can use our own sprayer for this job. So we just drop you down there and unhitch you. I'm just wondering if we should have a front weight. Right, yeah, sorry Cerberus, you can't come with us. You're not allowed to ride in the tractor. Just wondering if we should have a front weight for our tractor. I would like a front weight for our tractor. I'm thinking it would be a good idea. But at the same time, I'm wondering if it is a good idea. Because, you know, that's a lot of weight. But at the same time, there's a lot of weight behind us. I think we will. I think we will actually put the front weight on this one. I know that it's extra weight that is... You know, it would help if I put that on the right way around. I know it's extra weight that's pushing down onto the tram lines when you're working, and that may not necessarily be good, but if this one's full, that is an awful lot of weight to be carrying behind the tractor, which is going to make it very light on the steering, and it's going to do more damage to the crop in the field trying to turn with light steering, possibly sliding over existing crop, than the extra weight would. So I think that, all things considered, especially with the amount of weight that we've got on the back of this tractor with this one, once the tank is full, yeah, we'd kind of be daft not to take the front weight on this. Right, we pop into here. We need to get a tank of spray. That's our first task. So we'll just bring you up to there and pause a second, and we go into the shop. We want to go into their pallets, and we want a herbicide tank. 2,400 euros for that. So I need details, and then buy, and yes. Okay. Right. I'm not sure why it does this. Right, rotate camera. It never used to do this, but it is doing it now. When you click on something, like if I go there and I go details... It's now not rotating around like it used to. You used to be able to put the camera down and you can zoom in and out, but just the moving around, that, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's doing it right. Anyway, 2,400 for that one. And then if we have a look in here, we get 4,600 for the job altogether. However, we won't use all of this tank of herbicide, so I'm kind of hoping that there may be another job with it as well. What I found is you can have 2 or 3 different herbicide jobs, or, well, not herbicide jobs because I haven't really done very many of them, but you can have 2 or 3 fertilizer jobs, and the money you get from the first one pays to fill your fertilizer tank all the way up to the absolute brim. There's a tiny little bit of herbicide left in there, but not very much. It fills your machine right up to the brim. Absolutely packs you out with fertilizer. And then you break even on that job. That job pays for a full tank of fertilizer. But then you've got several thousand euros or dollars worth of additional jobs that you can go and do on that same thing of fertilizer before you've got to go and refill again. So you end up making quite a decent bit of money doing fertilizer jobs when you're running your own machinery. This is what I've been finding on Felsbrunn. Fertilizer is actually quite a profitable venture, provided you do several of the jobs. If you just do one, then you're not really going to... You're going to struggle to clear one pallet. But it's sort of... The first job, you break even, and then the other 2 jobs are profit. It's kind of how I've been working on it, and it does seem to work, regardless of, like... I mean, yeah, the field sizes do fluctuate a little bit, so it can have some... It does make some differences, but overall, it's a pretty good way of doing things. I'm trying to decide what I should do for the live stream on Saturday evening. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing another Farming Simulator live stream on Saturday evening. This Saturday, the Saturday right before Christmas, I can't remember what date it is, but it's like the 22nd or 23rd or something like that. The Saturday before Christmas. Just that one, alright? That's all we need to know. I'm doing another live stream on that day, and I'm trying to decide what to do. And I'm thinking a couple, maybe a big contracting job, something like that. A big contracting job. One that we've not really done before. Now, how do I get across that railway? I want to do this properly. We can go down over there. I need to get to field 2. Right. I don't know if I can go across here. I might be able to go... No. It doesn't look like there's actually a crossing here. There is a crossing further up by the look of it. There's no crossing there. I can go up there to the road. No, there's no crossing there either. So it looks like I need to come back down here. The reticule in the middle. I'm not sure why it's doing that. And also, I noticed this with the placeables now. That's another weird thing. I don't get to move the placeables around. Right? I had a placeable. I had this one. And it used to be that it would stick where the mouse was. But now it was right on there. So when I was trying to place one of these, I couldn't, like, move it around with fine-tuning adjustments. And I don't know why. I don't know if there's a setting that I've not got right on my game or what. But... it seems to be stuck and not moving with the mouse anymore. So, is anybody else experiencing this? Get in the comment section and let me know if it's just my game, if there's another update I need to do. I mean, I haven't actually checked for updates on the website for a couple of days, so it's entirely likely that there's another update that I need to do. Or if there's something else. Is it like a known bug that is in the works, or is there a setting or something that I haven't done? It could be anything. It literally could be anything. Ooh. Okay. I've not seen that before. So far we've seen a dolphin. Now we've got a massive, great big whale skeleton. That's... I don't know. That seems like a whale fossil. Former whale. A former whale. Right there. That's a big whale. That is a big whale. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's monstrous. I'm not sure I'd want to get near that thing when it was hungry. It wouldn't even notice if it swallowed me or not. It really wouldn't. It'd just make no difference to it whatsoever. So yeah, the live stream on Saturday, I was thinking that a couple of contracting jobs. And I did, you know what, let's go and get this contracting job started, because then I can look at other menus and stuff while we're doing the contracting job. That would be a better way of doing it, wouldn't it? That would actually be something that would be efficient. Yeah, let's try some efficiency, shall we, Frith? I know, it's a bit of a novelty. And we can bring that one out like that. You know, we probably could have done this field with the weeder. But except I don't think that it would accept weeding. I think you've got to use the herbicide sprays. Let's bring you around like that. That's right on the very edge of it. There we go. So I will press H, and it's away. Nice. It's actually doing a really good job of it as well. Look at that. All those weeds being killed off. That's actually a very satisfying thing to see, that is. Right. While that's doing that, the train is bombing along up there. What was the thing that I wanted to say? Oh, yeah, the contract. Look. 28,000 euros, or dollars. It'll be dollars. We can borrow these items here for 3 grand. So that takes us down to 25. Yes, I would be using the hired help for it. I'm not going to do all that myself. We'll be ferrying the grain backwards and forwards. 28,000. We get the header on, although it's the wrong trailer as far as I'm concerned. I prefer a different one. Not sure how we do that. We'd probably try and run up the road without using the trailer. But so we'd have that one. So harvest the oats in the oat field, and then we'd have to take them to... Now, that bit I don't understand. Why does it leave the weeds on the very edge of the field? I don't really get that bit. Take them to the port grain elevator. Field 8, right there. Central grain elevator would be a lot easier than having to run them all the way over here. Right, that's the time-consuming bit with this, is having to take it all the way to the port grain elevator. You'd come out of field 8. We would either go out this north end, and we'd run along that road there, and then down here, and then down here, and then down here and into there. Or we'd come out this one, and we'd run along that road there, and then straight along this little bit of road down here and into the port grain elevator. So it would work. We would, you know, it wouldn't be a problem. It's just a little bit further than would be convenient if it was to the one in the middle. But we could do that for our live stream. Live stream doing that job, and then maybe, I don't know, another couple of contracting jobs as well. I mean, if we don't do that, we could... I did trees last time. I kind of wanted to avoid doing trees this time. I mean, I could do a couple of trees. We could try doing a bit of landscaping work as well if we've got the money for it. But I sort of thought doing some contracting jobs with some big gear could be quite a cool thing to try and do. It's certainly going to be something a bit different to what we've already done. It does depend how much further along I get on the map between now and then. That's another thing that we got to remember, because I'm recording a load of stuff for Christmas and for the Christmas period, so the live stream is actually going to... The map will be further along on the live stream evening than it will be on your episodes. I'm going to be recording all the way up until Thursday next week, before that live stream event happens. Well, maybe Wednesday, but you get the idea. So there's going to be a bit of a discrepancy between the two. So yeah, I'm at the moment I'm kind of not really sure how I'm going to do this. You know, I'm having a look now. I need to see, what episode am I recording, actually. I'm recording episode 32. This is Friday. Right, so there's actually a live stream tonight, which, according to my survey that I've got up, my poll I've got up on my community section on the channel, the game that I'm going to be playing tonight is The Colonists. More than 50% of the votes went to The Colonists. I'm actually quite surprised. I was expecting either Conan Exiles to win or Treasure Hunter Simulator. Conan didn't do very well at all. Treasure Hunter actually drew even with Skyrim, which genuinely surprised me. I did not think that Skyrim was going to be it. Several people asking me to do live streaming on The Long Dark. I chose not to include that one because I'm quite enjoying just doing the normal Let's Plays on it. And one thing I noticed, I've only done one lot of live streaming at the weekends, you know, one live stream weekend. I've only done the one so far. I've not done any more than that. And one thing I did notice, though, was that I had to keep taking my attention away from the game in order to be able to focus on comments and questions and stuff like that. So I didn't want a game that required a lot of concentration on the actual game itself, because I thought that that would take away from the live stream experience. a little bit. I didn't really want to do a game that would require me to be spending less time being able to focus on the comments and reading through what people were saying. So for that reason, I chose not to include the Long Dark, because that one does require a lot of concentration, especially now started on the story mode. Today, actually, let me have a look at my calendar a minute, because this is Friday for you, isn't it? So, actually, yes. This evening at 6 o'clock, you get the Long Dark episode. This is the first episode of the Wintermute story mode that they've now released. That one, I recorded the first episode yesterday for me, and I know it all gets really confusing. I'm like, this is how Doctor Who must feel, right? I swear this is how Doctor Who must feel, because everything's all over the place. It's very weird. But yeah, I recorded the episode that you're going to get in a couple of hours yesterday, and that is the Wintermute story mode starting. So I started on that one. It's really good, by the way. I really did enjoy my first go on that, and I'm really looking forward to playing more of that. So, and then after that, a couple hours later tonight, you'll be getting the Colonists, which is kind of like it's what was it said on the channel? Someone said, they described it perfectly. It's the love child between Wall-E. You know the robot Wall-E, the Disney film? I love that film, by the way. I absolutely love that film. But it's like the love child of Wall-E and the game The Settlers. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. And that is the perfect description for that game, by the way. It is absolutely a perfect description for it. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be playing tonight. And I'm actually really looking forward to it, because we only did like a little bit of the tutorial when I did the first look. So I'm looking forward to a good couple of hours of gameplay on that. Well, I say couple of hours. I'm recording continuously this entire week, and I'm like literally going without stop for days and days and days and days. So I'm not going to do quite as many recordings on Friday so that I save my voice a little bit, but it will depend entirely on how my voice holds up as to how long the live stream is. I would guess somewhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours would be about appropriate. Longer than that, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. I literally just don't think my voice can hold out for longer than that. But that's tonight. That's Friday nights. And then we have tomorrow nights, which is Saturday nights. We have yet more live streaming, and it will be, at the moment, I'm hoping every third weekend I will do a live stream weekend. It'll be a Friday night random game, Saturday night some farming simulator. We finished. We finished. Contract on Field 2 finished right at the end. Apparently he doesn't want that little bit done right there. So we will fold this bad boy up, and while we're folding this bad boy up, we can go back into here. We can go to contracts, and we can go up to the completed one right there, 4,627. We got no leasing costs. Reimbursement, I'm not sure when you get reimbursements. I'm not sure what that's all about. Collect. Right. So now I was thinking about that one, but I want to first of all see if we've got another one. We've done a baling job. There are no more. There are no more. What about if I exit and like that, and then I come back to it? Does it make more? No. I am disappointed. I am very disappointed. I have never done a transport quest. Transport from dairy station to the dam. Transport from cement factory to construction site. Where's the cement factory? I didn't even know there was a cement factory. Guessing that might be the construction site there. Well, actually, no. The construction, it could be down there. That could be what they mean by the construction site. But this bit right in the middle, is there a setting for this? Have I missed a setting here somewhere? Vehicle only, input help mode, keyboard, volume, camera sensitivities, interactive zones. Okay, is anything on there? Auto save, weeds. Stop and go. Automatics. Limes. Crop destructions. Fuel usage. Stop. There's got to be economic difficulty. There's nothing here. There's nothing to tell me why it's doing that. But we can't do any more jobs using the spray. So we need to head back home. I can't go that way. I have to go this way. Okay, come back round here. Ooh, is that the cement factory? Right, let's take the job. Let's do that first. Transporting. Transport from the cement factory to the construction site. I've never done transport, so I don't know what it's like. Okay, so there we go. We've got that one. Now, if I go and I have a look on here, does it give me any indication? No. Railroad, ranch. Ooh. Ah, there we go. Look. There's a yellow dot and there's a red dot. Yellow dot, red dot. Yellow dot, red dot. That's where we need to go. So we need to head back down there and we need to just have a look. I hope this isn't on a timer, because if it is on a timer, it's not going to go very well for us. But at least I can find out a little bit about what a transport quest is, because I've been seeing these on the Felsbrunn map, but I haven't wanted to take any, just in case I have no clue what they are and, you know, I can't do it. So this could be quite interesting. So we'll drive all the way back, go past the giant whale right here. Don't wail on me, dude. Don't wail on me. I don't think I've actually driven this road, or at least not driven this road to pay very much attention to it. And it's quite nice driving in through the town here. Just taking a little look at everything that's around. You got the beach down there with all the beachy stuff. Then somewhere up over there is the cave and the hidden entrance, which I absolutely love that cave, by the way. Jeremy Hall is the one that first suggested that to me. And I genuinely love that cave. That cave is absolutely awesome. I haven't been able to jump through the container properly yet because it's angled wrong. It's not angled with the gate. I don't like that it's angled wrong. It should be angled differently. Now, can we get down here? Past the two. Yes, we can. Swinging round. There we go. Look at that. That was a proper legitimate move, by the way. Did you hear it? It started dinging. We literally made it just in time, and I reckon the cars behind us, one of them made it through. One of them got past the train. The other one did not. Ooh. You know something I haven't checked? I'm going to just leave that there a minute. Is there an achievement for doing this? There was on Goldcrest. Is there one on here? I need to shoot it from back here, don't I? Okay. I don't know my own strength. I went right over the top. So we want to bring that down a little. Nice! No achievement? Seriously? Disappointed now. I am utterly heartbroken. I genuinely am. I really thought that I would get, like, recognition of my mighty prowess for that. But apparently not. Apparently everything I did was for naught. There is the cement factory. This is what we're after. Here we go. And the clue, ladies and gentlemen, is in the name. It says cement factory right there. And we've got 4 items right there. So is the cement factory like a sell point then? Does it, is there, can we sell stuff here at the cement factory? We've got, nope. Nope, it's definitely not a sell point. It's obviously just a collection point. I like the fact that we got a cement factory here. It'd be really cool if there was like a quarry or something added in. You could add, you know, that there was extra work you could do. We've got 4 pallets there that we need to shift. So if we're going to shift 4 pallets, really, we want the front loader, we want the trailer, and we want pallet forks. That's what we need. That is the collection of items that we want. Now, we don't have pallet forks, and we don't have the right wheels on the tractor either, but we can go and change the wheels over. We'll go and do that. We've made a little bit of a profit now on our spraying. We paid for the tank of herbicide. We didn't have like a full tank of herbicide. We had just a little bit of herbicide left. So what we've essentially done is we've bought a tank of herbicide, and then we've gone and done a job, and we've ended up with more herbicide than we started off with, plus more money than we started off with. I think this is a win-win situation. So what we need to do now is we want to take this one back home. We need to get the front load. We need to get the wheels changed over on this tractor. We need to get the front weight taken off and the sprayer taken off. We need to get the front loader hitched on, and then we need to get the 3 bales off of our little trailer that we've got. We need to unload those 3 and just put them down somewhere. We want to get the... This is where we've got to deliver the stuff to in there, and there's a little thing on the ground ready for it. We need to then get the stuff over here. One thing we might be able to do, let's just stop a second and have a look. Oh yeah, it keeps going. When you press escape, it keeps going. I don't want it to do that. I want it to just slow down a bit there. Which is wool. Well, that's not wool. Ah, wool. Okay, that's really low at the moment, so we're not going to do that. What have I done? What have I done? Oh, I drove onto the sign. I was just thinking we could pick up the wool from the sheep while we're at it, but no, we can't because, well, we could, but we could sell them over there, except that we've only got a bale spike. We don't actually have a pallet fork, and I'm thinking for this new job that we want to do, we actually need a pallet fork. So we'll leave the wool for now, and we will just pick up the trailer, and we'll get the front loader, and then we'll run that back into town. We'll buy a pallet fork that can go with our front loader, and then we can run down to the cement factory and we get that stuff loaded on. So let's screech to a halt in there. Back in here like this. There we go. Right, stop right there, and I want to lower you down and then unhitch you. And then I'll bring this one over here. That front weight can go right there. Don't need that one. Leave that one there. Then I can go up this way. We've got... The case can just stay there for a minute. We don't need to worry about that tractor. Somebody did say in the comment section that they've also had trouble with the tree that we took down over there with bits, invisible bits sticking out on it. And it was the same tree. So it might just be that one tree that has got invisible issues. I don't know. It might be, it might not be. But it would require more experimentation from more people, essentially. Customize in here. And look, see, this is a bit that I don't like. It's moving around. The rotate camera bit seems to have disappeared because it used to be that you press the button. And that now has vanished. If I... Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Right. Narrows, rears, twins, standard. Yeah, we'll go for standard, actually. Engine setup. It's a smaller engine. That's the biggest engine there. 240, yeah. Right. Customize there with standard wheels. Do I want to do that for absolutely no money at all? Yes, I do. I think it is a bargain. So we grab that one back again, and then we now need to go and get the front loader with the bale spike so we can get those 3 bales off of there. Where did I leave the front loader? Hello? Oh, there, right in front of the house. Cleverly disguised in the grass. Go and grab you a second. I also need to get the bale spike on so that I can unload those 3 bales. So I'll put you in there like that, and we'll grab that bale spike and we can put the 3 bales off onto the ground, and then we will unload the bale spike again. I mean, technically we could use this bale spike. I have done that myself a few times. I've mentioned that more than once. I know it's like a broken record here sometimes. So you can use the bale spike for pallets, but it's far more likely to damage the pallets. And considering we're doing a delivery job for somebody, they may get a bit snotty with us doing something like that. So it's probably best if what we do is we pick up these 3 bales like this for them. And I love the improved realism of the physics of the bales. It is a lot better now. They're a lot less likely to like bounce around and do stupid stuff. But they do still fall apart, kind of like real bales should. Now, I am curious, one thing. Does this work? Because I always used to do this, alright? This is something that every farmer has done. It works on there. Are we going to be able to come back to that later on and pick those up without knocking it over? That's going to be the big thing, is whether or not we can do anything without knocking it over. Let's get you on there. Of course, the next thing, can I tip? That doesn't tip. It's got the flatbed arrangement. It doesn't actually tip, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to have seen it tip. Because then we could just like turn up, waltz up to the new job. and just tip it straight out. But it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that. So we want to get back into town now and get our pallet forks, and then we can go and get this delivery job loaded up. However, I'm looking at the time, and I'm thinking we're sort of getting close to where I'd want to finish up an episode. Maybe a couple of minutes. And it's going to take a while to go in and get the pallet forks, and then get these 4 pallets carefully loaded onto the trailer, then get them over to the delivery point, and probably have to get them unloaded again, because I very much doubt we're just going to be able to drive over that point. I mean, we might be able to do that, but I kind of doubt it. I suspect we're going to have to lift them off the trailer. That's going to take me... I'm going to be going longer than I really wanted to. So I think what we'll do is we'll get up to the dealership and we'll stop, and then we can carry this on in our next episode. So if you've enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.